6, 2, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5, and 1. Greetings, everybody. Good to see you once again here on You Can Learn Guitar with Paul. Today, I'm going to teach you something I really like, and I've learned this as the Nashville number system. It's a very cool way to think about chord progressions and chords as you play guitar, as you play any instrument. I know in our worship team at our church, we do this a lot. Oftentimes, our pastor will go off and sing a song that he wants to sing, and it's in a random key. You know, we might be playing C or whatever like that, and he talks into some exhortation and starts singing, and he'll sing in like A flat. So we reach A flat, and there's some people on our stage that are kind of, they don't have that ear where they need yet, but they understand how the numbers work. And so we'll look at everybody and we'll say, go to the 1, go to the 5, 6, 2. And because they understand what that means, they can play it on the piano or the guitar or the bass wherever they go. It's a really great way, and I want to teach you how that works right now. All right? So we'll start in the key of C. It's pretty simple. Chord progressions and chords in a major scale. This is just very, very basic stuff. Major scale are all based on the solfege major scale like this, which is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. All right, so we've all heard that before growing up in school, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But that's actually called solfege, but let's replace those, all right? We'll replace them over here, with numbers, ready? And so instead of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, we're going do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, of course, 8 is the same as 1. It's an octave. So you got these numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, how normally 99% of the time a major scale song, a song in a major key that you'll be playing, whether with your buddies at home or on the stage at your church that I play, 99% of the time you're gonna be. This is all gonna function. This is where it's gonna live. Okay, so these chords in a key are broken down with these numbers. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is all laid down there. In the key of C, those note names are C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to C. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Just like the alphabet, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And because it's the key of C, there's no sharps or flats, so it's very simple. But it works in every key. You just take the number, you take the name and replace it with a number. So those are the chords. And so when you're thinking about how the C key works, normally C major, just like this, is your 1. That's your 1. That's your root. That's your 1. And then the next major chord you normally use is your 4th chord, which is your F. Okay? Or like this, however you want to play it. So you got your 1, you got your 4, and then the next major chord you use is your 5, which is a G in this case. Okay? So you got 1, 4, 5, 1. All right? And then the other numbers in this scale are the ones that are minor are your 2, your 3, and your 6. Now, there are some songs where you add a major 2 or a major 3 to add a cool feel to it. This is the general, normal way it's used. That's all this is, okay? So in C, which is your 1, your number 2 is going to be a D minor, which is here or here. Your number 3 is going to be an E minor, okay, or here. And then your number 6 is going to be your A minor, right here or right here, depending on how you want to play it and where you're at. So those are your basic chords that are going to make up most songs. You got your 1, your 2, your 3, your 4, your 5, your 6, and then the number 7 is different. It's technically a diminished chord, which is this. There's your B diminished to your C. But a lot of the times what the B is going to work out in these major songs is going to be a passing tone. So you'll have your C, and then you'll play this slash note, G over B, or like this, right here, and then to your A minor. And that gives you your 7. But that 7th note adds a lot of color and a lot of flavor to walk downs. Now we can change things later. We'll do a later video about flat 7ths and diminished 7ths and all that. But that's basically how it works out. And so when you're looking at a chord chart in the key of C, you can replace every C with the number 1. And you can replace every D minor with the number 2. And every E minor with the 3. Every F with 4. Every G with 5. Every A minor with 6. And any slash note that has a B on it would be a 7 in the B. And that's kind of how the natural number system works. And so let's change this over to the key of D just to kind of see how it works. So D, same principle. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So the first one is your root, D. So it's a number 1. E minor is number 2. And then you got F sharp minor, because it's D, is number 3. Then you got G, which is your 4 this time. I know it was 5 in C, but now it's a 4. You have an A, which is your 5, and a B minor, which is your 6. And then the C sharp is the 7th, and then back to D for the 1 or the octave. All right? So it's the same principle over and over again. And the purpose of the numbers is when you begin to understand how the 1, 4, 5, 6 works in every key, you no longer need to worry about the names of it. You just know, well, if I'm in A flat, my 5 is always going to be an E flat. So you automatically know where to go based on the numbers. And so instead of trying to shout out when you're trying to figure out chords, A flat, F minor 7 and all this stuff like that, you just say 2, 1, 4, and you'll know where to go. Now, one more thing about this natural number system that I want to show you, and we'll do some follow-ups on these as well, maybe some shorts to help you guys out. But one other thing I want to help you out with is when you label these, you always use Roman numerals. We like to go back to Roman days, all right? So all the major chords are all capital. So if you have a major 1 in a song, a major 1, which you normally do, like a G, just say we're in the key of G, that's a 1. That's going to be an I, a capital I for Roman numeral 1. Roman numeral 1, sorry. And then if you're going to go to say an E minor, that's a 6. So that's a minor 6. So that's going to be a small V with a small I next to it, just like I show you there. And so that's kind of how it works. And in some songs, you might play like a 1 in G and then go to an A major to add a little flavor. Well, if you do that, instead of labeling it 2 little I's, you make it 2 big I's. So anytime you write a chord in a major, then Roman numeral value is always going to be capitalized. And anytime it's in a minor, the Roman numeral value is always going to be small. All right? So I hope you enjoy this natural number system. Start learning it, start thinking about it, start figuring out which number belongs to each one in each scale, and it'll definitely help you out. It's super, super fun to use. It makes rehearsals a lot easier when you just have to say, go to the 6, now go to the 7th, now go to the 4, now back to the 1. It just makes things so much simpler, so much quicker once everyone's on the same page. And I know it'll help you in the long run. Thanks for watching again. Remember, you can play guitar, and I'll see you next time.